Blessings. Blessings, everybody. Blessings, everybody. Happy solar eclipse. I've been waiting on you, All Rising. I appreciate you. I really do appreciate you. Happy solar eclipse. We got a few things to talk about today. Let me take off this. We got a few things to talk about today. I'm taking a break from making some herbal orders so we can tap into this eclipse energy. All right. So if you are sensitive to energies, you're feeling this eclipse energy right now. I believe the eclipse is, I believe it's about to take place. Like the sun and moon conjunction should be really close right now. So we're going to talk about what that means for you. Blessings, Nicole. We're going to talk about the different houses, so that way I can give you all a helping hand. If you don't know how this eclipse is going to affect you, then I'm just going to talk about the different houses of the natal chart and what that means when you have this eclipse happening in there. So we're going to get into that as well. All right. Side note, this is a good book if you want to know more about degrees. This is a good book. Oh, the badge. Starting off with the badge. Oh, I'm so grateful, Nicole. Yes. That's tribe right there. Nicole is tribe. Okay. So, first things first, y'all. First things first. Usually during an eclipse, what the ancients, they would do is that they would clear out their schedule for the entire day. Right? So when an eclipse is happening, they wouldn't work, they wouldn't garden, they would just like tune into that energy. If they did anything, they would form drum circles and they would play music to the eclipse, right? Like the ancients believed that there was this dragon. Oh man, this energy is intense right now. I can feel it. I'm starting to get goosebumps. The ancients would believe that there was a dragon that was eating the moon. So what they would do is they would get drums, blessings Amber, and they would beat, to the sound of the eclipse, and to them that was scaring off the dragon that was eating the moon, rather, So with this ring of fire eclipse, this is special because it's not only something that you can feel, physically. I really feel like it's a strong mental eclipse because Libra is an air sign, a cardinal air sign. So it's literally an eclipse on your mentality. What mentality? The mentality that you have in your life in connections with other people, right? With bringing in harmony, with balance. Okay, so we're gonna get into all of this, but first let me get some random stuff out of the way that I wanted to talk to y'all about. And don't laugh at me with some of the stuff I'm gonna show y'all. Okay, so first things first, the thing that is coinciding with this eclipse is the striking at the port. That's something that my tribe and I, we just got done talking about on our rising call, is, these strikes that are going on at the port. Right now, you may know about it, but you probably aren't seeing it, right? Like Jamie, this rising, was saying that at her local Costco, the paper towel was running out. Okay? So when a strike happens, especially at the port, like America is a country that is built on importing. Like, of course we have major exports, music being one of the biggest ones, but when it comes to creating our own goods here in the United States, we don't really that's not one of our strongest suits. Blessings, Emily. So we are codependent on the exports of other countries to feed us, to give us entertainment, to even power our own grid system through China. So what you would hopefully not, but what you might start to see is your local grocery stores, your local general stores starting to run out of things like water, paper towels, toilet paper, things that you won't even expect that comes from other countries. Those will start to run out. Hopefully not, though. I really hope that they can find a way with this eclipse being a Libra, and Libra not only being a sign of harmony, it's also a sign of disharmonious, right? Because Libra is a sign of open enemies. So we are clearly seeing what's happening, with America. And I believe that there's a deeper layer to this whole export business. But I won't get into that right now. But what I will say is that moving out of wisdom, not moving out of fear, would suit you best. Because remember, Libra is a mental sign. So it's, how can I mentally prepare for this eclipse? What am I letting go of in my life, right? So some of the things that I want to show you how to get prepared for things that could happen. I've been saying this since 2019, 2020. Okay. Seeds. You have to get your seeds, man. Like, these things, seeds are going to be like, seeds are going to be like gold. Seeds are going to be like gold. So it's important to get your seeds, and if you want to grow sunflowers, cool, sunflower seeds. If you want to grow, daisies, that can be used for some purposes. I would grow more like dandelions that can be used for medicine, but I would get seeds that serve a specific purpose. Can I eat this? Lettuce, squash, chard, oregano. These are important. Make sure they're organic as well. What brand? So where are you getting yours? So these I got from Sprouts in California. Sprouts has really good deals on seeds. But I mean, you can go, if you live somewhere where they got Meyer. Where do you get your seeds that aren't compromised? You can go to Meyer. You can go to Kroger, Ralph's, Vons, like any grocery store. Because I'm not sure if y'all remember, but there was a time, I want to say back, I know in 2012 for sure, because I made a video about it in 2012. There was a time where seeds were illegal. Like, they were making it illegal to purchase seeds, right? So we don't want to get back into that area. I believe that they were actually doing that at the beginning of COVID as well. Like, it was illegal to purchase certain seeds. So there's Sprouts out here, right? NYC based. If you're in NYC, then you can go to your bodegas won't have them. I'm trying to think, because I lived in Harlem for 6.5 years. So if you go to the Watkins, I don't know if Watkins has them. I would just say go to Whole Foods. If you live in NY, go to Whole Foods and buy their seeds. Go to the Whole Foods on 125th and Lenox. I go to Harlem Food Shop. Yeah, go to the Whole Foods on 125th and Lenox, and you should be able to get some seeds from there. That's my favorite Whole Foods, because I used to work right down the street. But anyway, just find a space, even a dollar store. even a dollar store. Now, let me not promote Whole Foods because we all know it's a corporation and I wish they had better options. But for some people who live in a food desert, that is your only option. What is the shelf life of seeds? That's a good question. Some of them, like, as long as you keep them sealed, like, I'll just tell you this based off of my herbalist training. Wedgemans. If you keep your seeds sealed, I would say get like you can keep them in a bag because the bag comes sealed for the seeds. But if you open the bag, then the seeds become exposed to air, and then that greatly decreases the shelf life if you do not put them in soil. Okay, so if you're worried about the shelf life, get a jar, get a mason jar, seal it tight and put it someplace where you're not going to need it. I've had these seeds for like damn near 4 years, I have a random question in the box when you get a chance. Do you think two people can share one body in a dream realm, me and another version of me from another dimension? I'm going to save that question for later. That's a really good question. So another thing besides, southernexposure.com, let me pin that. Yes, with the resources. Let's get it. All right. Intuitively, when I rose up today, the first thing that I did was I grabbed my lithium ion radio. It's a solar powered radio, and I put it in the window to start to let it charge, right? I think it's really important that you get yourself devices that are solar powered, right? Especially a radio where you can still listen to communications of things that are happening. If the grid goes down, let's say the grid goes down, right? How are you going to get your information, right? Now, besides getting a solar powered radio, this is also a flashlight, and it's solar powered, so it does not go out, right? So you don't want to depend on things that you're going to have to charge if the grid goes down, because you can plug in your phone all you want to, but they shut down the grid. Okay. So get yourself this, and I also have this. This is like a huge, solar panel. And with this, it's also a flashlight, but you can also charge devices on here as well. You can plug in things. I don't know if y'all remember, this is like the 100-umpteen time that I did a video like this. I did a video a couple years ago going over all of the tools that you all would need, but this you can plug in a USB, you can plug in like the little C drive thing, you can plug in an auxiliary cord. Solar power is the way to go. They have solar panels on Amazon right now that you can pay like, I think, less than $100, and one solar panel can charge your phone, it can charge your laptop, flashlights. You want to get it now before the panic ensues and they're sold out, right? So move out of preparation, not fear. Never fear. Okay. And this is my oh shit bag. Oh shit, I gotta run, right? Y'all, I can get to Canada in 20 minutes, so if you live close to a border, be grateful, because if shit goes down here, I'm Canadian. Hey? So my oh shit bag, it has like a whole, I bought this off Amazon like years ago for I forget how much, but it has a flashlight, it has rope, it has a flint, it has a poncho, it has hand warmers, it has a cup, first aid kit, a compass, a spoon, fork. Oh, I didn't even know I had this. Oh shit. I got a like a military defense pen, and at the end of it, this is like a little tool that it's tungsten, so you can break windows in case of an emergency. So you want to get yourself a oh shit bag that pretty much has you prepared for any situation. Something that my tribe and I were doing last year, we were watching preparation videos, like preppers. Do you know what it's called on Amazon? Type in, don't type in oh shit bag. Type in survival kit, or you can type in prepper bag, right? One thing that I've been doing, y'all, I've been watching preppers. Like, people might think that preppers are quote unquote crazy or whatever, but when shit goes down, preppers are going to be ready. There's this book right now that I want to get that shows people how to generate water from air. I'm surprised it's even out. But it's a book. It's been on TikTok. I forget the name of it, but it's a thick book that shows you how to survive in any situation. Like, you want to be in the mindset of a prepper with the times that we're living in. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, noticing the things that are going on, we have an active strike as we speak that just started yesterday, right? So imagine if this strike was to go on for like a month. Bro, you're not going to have any water to go and buy, you know? So you want to get yourself a life straw, right? These, with the life straw, you can pretty much sip water from, you can put this in a body of water and it will filter and make it clean drinking water for you. So get yourself a life straw. What are you waiting for? And I think I paid not even $20 for this on Amazon. All right. On the front it shows, this guy drinking out of a body of water. Right. And of course, I still have these just because, like, I don't want to be perceived by people sometimes. And if you ever come to a situation where you're gonna have to, like, raid a building and you don't want your face to be seen on camera, you want mask, y'all. You want mask because you might be in a situation where you and a team of 10 are trying to take over, a Walmart. I'm laughing now, but, like, watch shows like, Why the Last Man or The Last of Us. Like, dystopian times are, like, we're on the tip of that. Gotta have a pew for sure. I don't like guns. I have a great aim, though. I did play with airsoft guns in my teenage years, but I don't like carrying guns. For a lot of reasons. Also, you're gonna have to start to think about practical weapons. Speaking about guns, so this is a bike chain, and this is where I say I want y'all to laugh at me. This is a bike chain, all right? So if you undo this bad boy, this be like nunchucks. You can do some serious, like, this even has like a pretty solid grip. Like, if you ever had to hang off of something, like bike chains, these serve as weapons as well. You can take somebody's face off with a bike chain. Yeah, somebody said bow and arrow, a knife. Both of my blades were stolen from my gym bag last year, oddly. But I usually carry about 2 knives on me at all times, no matter where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you going to church with knives? Because you never know. You might have to defend against Jesus. I don't know. Anyway, so thanks for the reminder. I do need to up my knives, but you should definitely carry some type of something on you. Even if you got like a nail filer, you can clip somebody's hopes and dreams away. Okay, so also, this is like my 3rd time showing y'all this, just because I'm so proud that I got to buy this. This is a powerful, these are powerful binoculars, because if I had to see you coming from a mile, I can take out my binoculars right now and I can see what's going on in Canada. That's how powerful these things are. I look at Canadians all the time, not in a creepy way, but just like, oh my God, it's so cool. So you want to get yourself some powerful binoculars just so that you have a field of sight, you know. Like if you're approaching like a red zone or a FEMA zone, y'all might be asking like, what's a FEMA zone? Just wait. I said it a couple years ago. When you start to see them FEMA trucks, it's a wrap. Let's hope we never get to the point where they start to roll out the FEMA trucks. If that happens, it's a wrap. So yeah, those are some things that I believe that are important for you to have. If our grid goes down, or if we were to face a food shortage, or if they were to put us back into like an involuntary lockdown, due to climate situations, due to whatever. I said it multiple times, but I'm gonna say it again, y'all. Like, 2024 is the preview. 2025 is a full-blown show. '25 is the show. It's going to be one of the most historic years in all of human history. I'm confident when I say this, okay? We have Uranus going into Gemini, bringing about a whole new form of communications, right? And cars, right? Flying cars. Uranus and Gemini, flying cars. We have Pluto going into Aquarius for 20 years. We have Neptune and Saturn both going into Aries, forming a 0-degree conjunction in June or July of 2025, bringing about war, bombs, bloodshed. I hate to say that, but it's inevitable. I've done the empirical research. I looked back at the past 100 years, and I did my study on Neptune and Aries and Saturn and Aries. Every single time Saturn goes into Aries and Neptune goes into Aries, it's bombings, it's bloodshed, it's war. It's inevitable. Telepathic communication. That is so true. That is so true, Nicole. Telepathy. I mean, you might already be able to start to feel it now. Like, even people who aren't quote unquote like evolved, or spiritually in tune, like you'll be able to pick up on the thoughts of the people around you. Like, it's becoming harder and harder to lie around people around you because people can feel it now. Like, people are becoming sensitive to energies. The tides are changing, y'all. One clear way, I was talking about this earlier with some other people, but one clear way that you can see the tides are changing is when Neptune goes into Aries, it's going to be a reset. Right now, Neptune is in Pisces, but when Neptune goes into Aries, Neptune represents Hollywood, music, film, television. That's Neptune, right? Neptune rules over Pisces, but it's the sub-ruler of Sagittarius, So Hollywood is literally burning, and it's going to be pure ash when Neptune goes into Aries, making way for true creatives. And one way that you can see that this is happening is, I saw a video that we're instructing people to go underneath the latest post on Beyonce's Instagram page. People are ripping her apart, calling her a pedophile, calling her all sorts of things. You would never thought in this lifetime that you would see a point where people would be calling Beyonce a pedophile. Go underneath her latest Instagram post. Matter of fact, the latest 3 Instagram posts, and you can see what I'm talking about. The tides are changing. So that is also due to Uranus, and Uranus going into Gemini. Gemini opposes Sagittarius, right? Saturn's going into Aries, bringing about a whole new restructuring, right? Saturn is Earth, right? Saturn is also air because Saturn rules over Aquarius as well. And when you mix it with fire, oh baby, Next year, y'all are going to literally see bombs, firestorms. Did he just say firestorms? Hell yeah, firestorms. Earth is going to be burning next year, bro. I'm. You don't have to believe what I'm saying. Just wait and see. But I can promise you it's going to happen. And every time I promise y'all things are going to happen in the past, I hate to toot my own horn, but it has come to pass. And Anyway, my Saturn return is in Aries. Oh shit. That means you are approaching, either you are 27 approaching 28 or you are 28. Your Saturn return is about to be lit. Not in my realm. Yes. Like, listen. Whatever realm you're at, if you got 2 feet on Earth, you're gonna feel Saturn in Aries and Neptune in Aries. So whatever realm you're in, I'm gonna ask you to come back down to Earth, or the realm that you incarnated in, and just be prepared, mentally for the things that are gonna come to pass. These aren't my opinions. These are celestial events. These are celestial occurrences. Matter of fact, the video that I showed y'all about the plasmoids, a lot of you all made the connection between those plasmoids looking like sperm, looking like cells. Now, if you go to plankton at the bottom of the sea, it's the same action, right? Now, knowing that sperm gives birth to life and cells maintain it, and those plasmoids are being connected to conceiving life on planets, and knowing that they are made of the same thing that our stars are made of, when they coordinate an event, it comes to pass. There's a reason why Mercury interferes with telecommunications, because Mercury is a planet that directly deals with radio communications, like Pluto deals with radioactivity. So when they make movements, we feel them. So I'm only telling you about the movements that are happening and that are going to come to pass. Okay, so if you have Libra, now we're going to go through the houses. Now, a lot of people have been asking me, how is this eclipse going to affect me directly? Let's get into it. Okay, we're going to go through the first house through the 12th house. So I'm going to give you side note. I have a little candle going because this eclipse is opposing Aries, that fire energy. So intuitively, I just felt to burn a white candle all day and put it close to the window. Represents the fire today. Damn, I left my water over there. Okay, but so if you got a pen or pad, if you got a pencil, I'll give you a second to grab it to write down some notes. This is a good book to get to. Yes, gratitude for the badge. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for every badge. Y'all helping me come closer to a personal goal that I have right now in life. So, and then at the end of, for those who joined me on the live yesterday, you already know what I gave up. I'm going to talk about that after I go through the houses. But as I go through the houses, if you have this placement, I'm going to give you a second to pause and answer the things that you are giving up and the things that you are bringing into harmony. Gratitude for the badge. Yes. Do a little dance. Okay. So from this book, before I get on the houses, this is a good crystal to, this is a great crystal to get. I don't know if y'all can see that. All right. This is the Auralite. It's named after the Aurora Borealis. This is a great crystal for your mind. right, for your mental. It has a sedative effect. So for all my crystal heads out there, matter of fact, I'm gonna go grab my crystals to show y'all what I have in a second. I always carry my little crystals around. Matter of fact, let me just show y'all real quick. I gotta cover my camera so I don't show y'all my locations. Okay. So, it's my little bag of crystals. So you ever see me with a red bag? I usually give out more crystals than I actually keep. If you've met me in real life, chances are 9 times out of 10 I've given you some type of crystal. I'm like, here, take this. Take my favorite crystal. Alright, so right now, I have selenite. Selenite is great for channeling, especially the energies around you, like your spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Having selenite will definitely maintain those spiritual downloads that you get. For anybody that has locks, it would be a great idea to, for a little while to put selenite in your locks, or find a way to put it on your, your third eye to bring in those, harmonious frequencies. This is my Lumerian seed crystal. These are hard to find, but this is a Lumerian seed crystal. I actually have a book over there called Lumerian Seed Crystals that I got around the same time. But this has these rich deposits that just let you know that it has so much wisdom in this crystal, man. Anyway, I have my tourmaline for protection. I'll always keep a smoky quartz. Always keep a smoky quartz. Right? Smoky quartz, oh my good, for cognitive, for clear conscious connection, for protection, for channeling. Smoky quartz, in my opinion, is one of the best crystals. Matter of fact, I think it actually has it. I think it actually has it in this book. Anyway, yeah, selenite. Selenite has a very fine vibration, opening the higher crown chakras to access angelic consciousness and spiritual guidance. It is one of the most powerful crystals for anchoring a new vibration on Earth. That's why I always keep selenite. I know it has. One second. I know smoky quartz is in here. Oh, shungite. I have a huge shungite, matter of fact. I have a huge shungite. Now, if you want these crystals and other crystals, my homie, the Flower Child Bruja, you can go to her page, theflowerchildbruja.com. Gratitude for the badge. Hey, I got 5 badges. I love y'all, man. I really appreciate that. But shungite is really good for electromagnetic interference frequency. The Flower Child Bruja. If you don't know who she is, check her out. Damn, we've been friends for a long time now. I gotta reach out to her. But yeah. Alright. Also, I have a huge rose quartz around here somewhere. But I also keep rose quartz all the time. I have pyrite. Pyrite is good for, financial situations amongst others. You want to manifest more money. Citrine is really good for that. I have a baby rose quartz. I have a smaller selenite. Can never have enough selenite. Um, and this one I got on my solar return, but I've actually, forgive me, I forget what this one is. Um, but I got this one on my solar return. It found me. I was driving by a crystal shop and something told me to stop, and then this one is just the one that picked me. So I need to find the name of this. If anybody knows, you can tell me. This is the book, The Little Book of Crystals. I actually had like a little astrology book like this too, but somebody stole it from me. Anyway, Book of Crystals. And I also have this one that I got on my solar return. I forget the name of this one as well. But this one, I love the colors in this one, man. Even when I'm feeling it right now, I'm just getting those vibrations. Hard to tell with the filter. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not taking the filter off. But yeah, like okay, so crystals are actually like living entities. They're living beings, you know? Like the ancients used to rhodochrosite. I'm gonna look that one up. Because that road course is around here somewhere. But Jamie got me this for Christmas, right? One of my tribe members got me this for Christmas, and it comes with like all of these different cards, right? That has pretty much damn near all these like crystals, and it tells you. Matter of fact, the crystal that I just said, I don't know what it is. I guarantee you it's on here somewhere. But it has like all of these like facts about the crystals, and it helps you like to create crystal grids. So this is like super cool. If Jamie, if you're in here, I'm so grateful for this. Anyway, so I got sidetracked, but back to the business at hand. Now I'm really wondering what this rose quartz is, because I thought it was. Sorry, my ADHD is kicking in. Oh, Jamie, you're in here. Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay. So let's talk about the different houses and what this eclipse means to you. Now, remember, if you have it in your first house, right, I'm going to give you a second afterwards to give you a chance to say what you're releasing, what you're bringing harmony to, what you're bringing balance to, right? And also look for open enemies in that area of your life, because Libra represents open enemies, okay? But also, let me just say this. The fact that Juno in Lilith, I wear a motivate ring. It helps you to tap into and expand your innate abilities and gifts. You know what? Nicole, I keep hearing about. We're gonna have to talk about that outside of this this live, Nicole. Remind me, because this is like the umpteenth, the 100,000th time I heard about Motivite. It just hasn't found me yet. Tektite has found me, and that really helped me with my dreams. But I'm waiting for Motivite to find me, and Organite, because Organite increases the positive energy in your area, and that when you increase like the positive ions in your area, you actually, like your spirit guides, ghosts, ancestral, like all of those, that type of activity will increase in your area. So if you're going to get Organite, be prepared to have like paranormal experiences. Some people say it's too chaotic. I love that, because I guess, listen, I'm a Saturnian. You can't get more chaotic than that, bro. I've seen it all. Okay. So first house. I'm not going to spend too much time on each house, because y'all know I can get sidetracked and I can talk about one house for an hour. So if I start to give more attention to one house than the other. Now, the first, fourth, seventh, and 10th, I will spend a little bit more time on because those are cardinal houses. And the 12th house, and the 8th house. Okay, we'll just go over all of them. Okay. So, if you are a Libra ascendant, this means you have Libra in your first house. What does this eclipse mean to you? Okay, the first house represents yourself, your mental, right? And I don't want to say pseudo astrology, but most modern astrologers, they'll ask you like what your sun sign is, and they would never think to ask you about your ascendant sign. But the ascendant sign has more importance than the sun sign, right? Matter of fact, an unaspected sun would not even really show the characteristics, right? Like the moon even has, like you can see somebody's moon more than you can see their sun. So when people get focused on the sun, that's like the wrong thing to be focused on. It's your first house. It's your ascendant. That is what people see when you go out into the world, right? So to a lot of people, I'm a Scorpio, right? Because I'm a Scorpio ascendant. That's why I always have on black. And I got Pluto and Saturn in my first house. Anyway, if you're a Libra ascendant, not only are you beautiful, Libra ascendants are some of the most beautiful people around. This eclipse is happening, and it's going to bring into harmony with your inner thoughts, with your direct, like the things that you can stick your arms out and touch. Like those are your immediate surroundings that are going to be changing. The way that you feel about yourself, your identity. You might even be like, or Libra ascendants, you might have just gotten like a big haircut. You might have just gotten a new ID. You could be getting some type of surgery to change something. You could be removing like a huge scar from your face. Like this is it deals with your literal head, right? So changing your hair, giving up prescription sunglasses, doing something with your nose, getting to like changing your lips, changing your identity, right? Changing your motivating factors in life, the things that motivate you, that inspire you, your attitude, your personality. Those are the things that you have to bring balance to. Meaning, are you leaning more to one side or the other? Are you being too kind? Are you being too, aggressive? Like these are the themes that are associated with the first house, right? And since it's Libra there, Libra ascendants sometimes are codependent on other people, right? Because they put their connection to other people and what other people think, right? They often live vicariously through other people. That is Libra ascendants. Like they are focused on their relationships. A Libra ascendant is somebody who, like, they have to get married. Like it's in their mind. Like life will not be fulfilled unless I'm married, unless I have like a partner that I'm actively with all the time. That's a Libra ascendant. But another thing with Libra ascendants is that you often have your adversaries come right into your face. Your open enemies they present themselves to you, because if you look at a Placidus chart, then you probably also have Libra bleeding into your 12th house, which means that your hidden enemies often become your open enemy because they can no longer hide the fact that they are hidden enemy. That's a life of a Libra ascendant. All right. Another thing with Libra ascendants, always got their hair done, nails done, hair done, everything done. They cannot leave the house without feeling beautiful. They're ruled by Venus. Venus is their chart ruler. So with Libra, you want to see where Venus is in your chart, what house Venus is sitting in, and everything that I'm saying, the house that Venus is sitting in, that area of your life will also affect you. Okay? He is talking about Western astrology. Yes, for a lot of people, like Sanskrit, the astrology that's written in Sanskrit, right? Ancient Egyptian astrology, you have to remember America is ancient Egypt. So Western astrology is actually predates a lot of astrology, because this is where history was. America. Anyway, let me not. So, that's a Libra ascendant. Okay? Second house. Second house. Man. Now, first of all, for my first house people, what's one thing that you're giving up for my Libra ascendants? And then what's one thing that you're bringing harmony to? Okay. One thing that a Libra ascendant, I would say you can focus on is vanity. Making sure that you aren't putting more emphasis on your looks, than you are your connections with other people. Making sure that you're actually giving yourself time, right? And not, if you make a decision to do something, don't wait for other people to give you the go-ahead. This is my advice to Libra ascendants. Don't wait for other people to give you the go-ahead. All right? It's okay to make a decision and not tell anybody about it. To my Libra ascendants. You don't need anybody to give you the okay, the green light. All right, so my Libra ascendants, what's one thing you're giving up? What's one thing you're bringing harmony to? Okay, second house, your finances. Did he already cover? No, so I'm going through Libra in the houses. So this means if you have Libra in your first house, if you have Libra in your second house, right? Okay. All right. So if you are a Virgo rising, right? If you're a Virgo rising, you have Libra in your second house. Okay? If you're a Scorpio rising, it's in your 12th house, right? So you just count that way. That's funny because my son had his first friendship breakup in the tournament part, and he's 5. Ooh, yeah. Okay. All right, so next, second house. Now, for my second house Libra placements, right? This means that you are Virgo ascendant, right? Do not get discouraged if your finances were to take a hit right now, okay? Find a way to balance out your spending habits, right? Do you need it or do you want it? Those are two different things. I'm going to need some water in a second. I did not think I was going to do this much talking. Okay, so my Libra second house people, find a way to bring a balance, a harmony to your wallet and your bank account. Okay? One thing that I would recommend doing, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you like maybe 2 or 3 things about it and then move on to the next house just to make this quick. Okay? So Libra second house. One thing that I would recommend for you is to start a method like an envelope method. Right? Mar, blessings, Mar. I was just looking at your chart not too long ago. She just got a reading from me. Okay. Side note, for the people that have booked readings from me, there is a waiting list, so I will get to you in a very timely manner, for sure. Gratitude. Okay, so my Libra second house people, something like the envelope method would work for you. Like, get in an envelope, right? And on one envelope, you write play. On the other envelope, you write something like groceries. On the other envelope, you write something like rent, right? And then every time that you get paid, take the percentage that you wrote on that envelope. So let's say you allocate 5% to your play fund, which means all the money in your play fund, that is the money to go to the movies with, to go, to get your nails done, your leisure time. All of the money that's in the envelope that says bills, let's say it's 20%. Then when it's time to pay the bills, you take the money in your envelope that's labeled, bills, the 20% that's just allocated from your earnings, and then you pay your bills with that. If you are a Libra second house people, you have right now, your finances might take a hit, and it might be due to your partner spending all your damn money, right? It might be, if you're, it might be for you tricking off on people. You might be spending your money to satisfy your partner. Realize that in a real relationship, in a real connection, money is not the end all be all, bro. If they love you, they're gonna stick with you if you bummy or not. Not for too long. You're gonna have to find a way to make that bread. But, bring harmonious energy to your spending. Do you need it or do you want it, my Libra second house people? And if money is owed to you, go and get it. If money is owed to you, my Libra house second people, find a way to get it. This is similar to Libra 8th house. Okay, so my Libra second house people, what are you giving up? What are you bringing harmonious energy to? And if you have outstanding bills, my Libra second house people, reconciliation, find a way to pay those bills. Okay, Libra third house. Libra third house, this means you are a Leo rising. Okay. Whew, Lord. Let me grab some water. Hold up. All right. So, Libra third house. It's okay to have select mutism. It's okay to not feel like you need to talk all the time. It's okay to feel like that, you might feel like you're the mouthpiece of your friendship group. Like you might be the center of communication, like the communication hub for your friendship groups. Like you might always be the one to initiate the communication, even if the other person is wrong, even if your partner is wrong. You find yourself saying, okay, I know they were wrong, but let me go ahead and start up this communication again, because if I don't do it, it won't get done. Remember, Libra is cardinal air, right? Libra third house, like I would not mess with a Libra third house person the same like I would mess with a Capricorn third house person, because they, just like an Aquarius third house person, like they know how to cut you deep because they thought about it. If you got air sign, like if you are Aries rising and you got Gemini in your third house, bro, they know how to cut deep because they thought about it. Whereas Aries third house, they're just going to tell you exactly what's on their mind, no filter. So Libra third house, right now, for you, I would say the thing to bring harmonious energy to would be to make sure that your air and your tires are filled. Make sure that your dashboard is working correctly, that your check engine light isn't on. You want to take care of your car. If you're a Libra third house, you want to make sure that your car insurance is paid, your car note is paid, because Libra represents binding agreements, contractual agreements. So if you are a Libra third house person, is your car note taken care of? Is your car insurance taken care of? Do you got outstanding tickets? If you are trying to buy a new car right now, hold off. My Libra third house people, hold off until I would say until this week is over. No, do not get in any contractual agreements, because it's at the 18th degree today. I believe Vesta is also at the 18th degree. If you got into an agreement right now with this being at a Virgo degree, you would be playing yourself and that contract would not go well. Okay? Look to see if you can get a lower insurance note, a lower car payment, my Libra third house people. Okay? But also, the thing that I would say is going to stand out for you right now is the person that I'm with, the friends that I have, the things that they say to me. Do they make me feel comfortable? Okay? Also, have you had a falling out with your sister? Do you trust your neighbors? Have you had an argument with your neighbors? Right now is the time to bring about reconciliation with your siblings, Libra third house people. Okay? Fourth house. Libra third house, what are you giving up? What are you giving up? What's one thing you're bringing harmonious energy to? Libra fourth house people. These are my Cancer risings. Okay? Now realize that any energy that you have in your fourth house, my Libra fourth house people, if you got planets in your first house, any planets you have in your fourth house, depending on the orb, they will be squaring the energy that you have in your first house. So that is important. Any planet that you have in your first house will automatically square, depending on the orb, the degree will square the energy in your fourth house. Right? So when you were growing up, you had conflicting energies between the energy in your fourth house and energy in your first house. Who you are, your personality, and the planets that are in your fourth house, your parents, your household, your foundation, your family tree. Those two energies will always conflict, just like your fourth and your seventh and your 10th and your first. All right? Okay? That's why it's often hard to bridge the gap between your ascendant and your midheaven, because they square each other. All right? Okay, so Libra fourth house people. Whew. How is the communication with your family? Traditional astrology, Libra, or the fourth house, represents your father. Right? Traditional astrology, the fourth house represents your father. In modern astrology, it represents your mother. But if you look at the 10 and the 4th, they oppose each other. So the 10 and the 4th are your parents in general. Okay? So this is a time to how is the communication with my dad? Libra 4th house people, Cancer risings. How is the communication with my dad? And does this energy tell me more about myself? Because remember, any planets in your 4th house, especially if it's Mercury, is going to either motivate you personally, your ascendant, or it's going to tear you down. Right? So realize the connection between your 1st and 4th, and realize that a square can work for you. My Cancer risings. How am I in the house and these bees are still trying to get through the window, bro? Cancer risings are, I'm biased when I say this because I'm a Cancer sun, but Cancer risings are special fucking people, man. Like, very special people, intuitive people, just like Cancer moons, like, very, very, like, just good, nurturing, good-hearted people. So my Cancer risings, like, the reason you are so sensitive, especially if you have energy in your 4th house, is because your sign belongs to the 4th house, right? So the energy that is there is going to have a greater effect on you if you're a Cancer rising, especially if it's like Venus, if the moon, right, and it's squaring your ascendant. That's important. So how's the communication with my father, right? For Libra 4th house people, I would say, like, getting a house phone, even if you don't use it, even like it would bring an unfathomable balancing energy to your home if you were to get some type of like house phone just in view in your house. Go to an antique shop or whatever, get like a little house phone and just have it as decoration. Libra fourth house people, you will be surprised the balancing energy that will bring to your household. Just like if you're a Pisces fourth house people, you should get fish. Pisces fourth house people, like, you should always have fish in your home, always, because that makes you comfortable. So Libra fourth house people, having a phone there, having your home being a central hub of communication, working from home, Libra fourth house people, doing contracts from home, right? Like doing, like having dates at home, like you and your partner, y'all have your best communication in your four walls. Conflict resolution is always going to be best in your four walls, Libra fourth house people. So one thing I would advise for you to do, clean your home, because if your house is dirty, it invites open enemies, Libra fourth house people. If you have a dirty house, I guarantee you will have more open enemies appear in your life. But if your house is clean, they will start to disappear. It works just like that. Okay? So make sure your house is clean. If you aren't comfortable with somebody in your life, you feel like they, things are turning sour, do not invite them to your house at all. Having open enemies in your home will directly affect your sensitivity, your Cancer rising. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. So, Libra fifth house people. Libra fifth house people. Now, for you, this is special. For Libra fifth house people, because the way that you best communicate is through painting, through music, through I would even go as far as to say, like, having like a library in your immediate surrounding, because the way that you like to create, the way that you like to go about showing your expressions to the world is through like mental stimulating activities, Scrabble, crossword puzzles, Oh, one second. I forgot to add, if you're a Libra fourth house person, having scales in your home, like if it's a scale that you weigh food on, chef's kiss. Okay, so Libra fifth house people. So for you, the Libra fifth house people is tricky. You're a Gemini rising, right? So, I would say for you, do not mix up a situationship for something that's real. That is so easy for a Libra fifth house person to do. Like, right now, it's imperative that you bring balancing energy to the amount of energy that you are putting out into the world. Right? Libra fifth house people, in a way, don't shoot the messenger. Y'all can be promiscuous. Y'all think giving your body away like is like a way, like, if I just have sex with them, they'll marry me. Stop it. That's not gonna happen, Libra fifth house people. Know the difference between a date, getting to know somebody, going on a few dates with them, seeing if they're compatible with you or not, and them becoming a partner, right? Like, let them make it from the fifth house to the seventh house. If you start dating somebody, right, let that energy mature into the seventh house, right? Because fifth house energy is a fixed house, so it's about getting into something and maintaining that energy, whereas the seventh house is about initiating something. This is why people often get married, right? especially in their 7th house years. Okay, so dating, getting to know them. I'm compatible with this person or I'm not compatible with this person. And then letting it go from there. Do not jump into something, automatically want to marry somebody. Another thing, are you smothering your children? Are you letting them? Did you already touch on Libra risings? Yeah, that was the first one I did. I'll save this video and I'll put it. I actually have like 5 videos to put on YouTube for my my lives, so I will get that updated soon. Okay, so I'll put this on YouTube by the weekend. I'll try to do it by tonight or tomorrow. Let's just say that. Okay. So another thing, Libra 5th house people, is how's the connection with your children? You know, are you smothering them? Are you letting them, you know, be free? Gemini risings. It's important that your children don't feel like they are, even though they have a spiritual contract with you, you don't want them to feel like they are your employees. Let them have fun. You know, stop getting in your head all the time about, are they happy with me as a parent? Like, am I doing a good job? Like, am I They're your children. They're not your marriage partner. But also, keep an eye out for, you know, your children's open enemies. Right? This is more of a 4th house concern because the 4th house directly deals with your hidden enemies of your children. Whereas the 5th house, if you have Libra there, you can see you can definitely tell, like, nah, that friend ain't for you. You can easily tell if your friends have open enemies or not. Remember, 4th house, hidden enemies of your children. Okay. So, Libra 5th house people, remember what I said about casual sex. Your body is your temple. Not everybody deserves to come in and worship. Hello? It's called holy water, not holy. Never mind. Anyway, Libra 6th house people. No, wait, man, I messed up. Libra 6th house people, this is Gemini risings. Sorry. Libra 6th house people, this is Gemini risings. Gemini risings, Libra. Okay, so Libra 6th house. This can also be a Gemini rising or an Aries rising, depending on if you're using Placidus or whole signs. Okay. Now, Libra 6th house people, medical bills. The thing that is a cautionary energy for this eclipse for Libra 6th house people, and now remember that you have Juno here, and you also have Lilith here. So what I said about the 5th house, listen, Lilith is there too. So anyway, Libra 6th house people, your health is at its greatest risk when you feel as though your relationships are suffering. Your health is at its greatest risk when you feel like your relationships are suffering. Like if you have somebody that appear in your life, right, and you know, they are just they appear to be a friend at first, and then you realize that like everything they say to you is a backhanded compliment, or they try to like, just put you down all the time, you will start to get migraines. You will start to get like certain pains in your body, because open enemies can greatly affect your health, right? Making sure that it's imperative for a Libra 6th house person to double check what you are signing, because getting in a contractual situation that is not suited for you could cause your health to deteriorate. It's like I'm only pausing because I'm trying to figure out when I should take a bathroom break, because I gotta use the bathroom. Okay, I'm gonna do the 6th house. Then I'm gonna take a bathroom break, and I give y'all 5 minutes to go do what you need to do, because I'm going to the bathroom today. Okay, so Libra 6th house people. Another thing with you is that I would say that getting some type of guard dog or a cat, like a wise cat, will ward off hidden enemies, or is open enemies rather, and getting an animal, right, like a dog or a cat, a chipmunk. I heard people getting chipmunks now, squirrels. I met somebody who had a squirrel as a pet, and I was like, never mind. Anyway, getting a house pet will bridge, like, it will make your relationship so much stronger. It's going to make your marriage so much stronger, right? But also, whatever dreams that you receive about your partner, trust it, because the 6th house opposes the 12th house. And if you have any planets in your 12th house, especially Venus, pay attention to those dreams. If your dreams told you divorce or separate, listen, that is a warning. Libra 6th house people, right? Because you're lacking what appears in the 12th house. That is your subconscious mind, the house that it's above you. You can't control the things that happen there, right? So during this eclipse, realize that one thing that I would strongly advise a Libra 6th house person to do is to look into getting an animal, look into getting a pet, especially if you want to improve your own health, especially if your moon is there. If you're a Libra moon in the 6th house, you need a pet. Often, if you're a moon in the 6th house Libra person, then you probably 9 times out of 10 you have some type of, like, what do you call those dogs? What are those dogs that people carry around that, like, they say, I have to have this dog because I have a contract with this dog. This is emotional support. If you are a Libra, if your moon is in the 6th house and you're a Libra moon, you have an emotional support animal. I guarantee it. If you don't have it, you're probably going to have it at some point in your life. Like some type of contract that connects you to your animal. Like, I need to have service dog. Yes. If you have your moon in the 6th house and you're a Libra person, you have a service dog. If you don't have one yet, if you never had one in the past, it's going to happen at some point in your life. And unfortunately, if you're a moon in the 6th house person, then you're going to get bit by a dog, or you have gotten bit by a dog in the past. Anyway, that's beyond the point. So that's the 6th house. Okay. One thing I would strongly advise is what I just said: getting an animal. Again, okay. I'm going to take a 3-minute break. Okay? I'm going to take a 3-minute break. I'm going to leave this video so that when I put it on YouTube, it doesn't, like, well, yeah, I'm just gonna take a quick break and then I'm gonna come back. So meet me back here in like 3 minutes.